Hello! This is a talk show Christmas special. I am your alleged host, John Cena. And what makes it so special, you may be asking? Well, it's just like any other talk show, except for it's on Christmas Eve, right before Christmas, and I'm not numbering it as a regular talk show. So it's a special one. It means unofficial. So be sure to leave out a plate of cookies and a glass of milk, only to come back the next morning the cookies are stale and the milk has gone moldy. It's gotten chunky. You like your milk with the pulp? I'm trying to think about what to talk about, but I'm drawing a lot of blanks right now, so that's the reason why this keeps stopping or pausing. But you don't know that. You wouldn't know that unless I told you. Yo, you guys think Santa's a pimp? He keeps talking about those ho-ho-hos. Alright, that's stupid. I went there. I tried to do this one walking up the trail. However, I was walking the dog, and I do not like the responsibility of walking the dog. I mean, I took her for a short walk around the block after, but it started raining, and we were getting drenched. And I thought about fully committing to it, but then I saw cars outside the trail that I usually walk. And then when you get people in the mix, is I do not like running into people, especially with the dog with me. Because with the dog with me, it's always a lose situation, because either I don't know, that thing doesn't respect me. It's not my dog. So when we run into people, it's either my dog the dog puts the paws on the people, and some people really like the dog, and some people are like, oh, get the fucking mutt off me, you know? So it's either that, or I have to pull the dog and make the dog yelp or something like that, and that makes me look like an abusive person who's taking care of the dog. And other times, the person on the trail will have a dog with them, so then we have to have that awkward, dog sniff ass, dog sniffs dog's ass conversation, you know what I mean? That awkward conversation. It's she's a good dog, you know? It's it's mine too, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't really like to have that kind of conversation. I just want to do my thing. And that's kind of the point of why I was going to go up there. I also wanted to go up there and get my cardio in, because it'd be biologically irresponsible to not do any exercises, given the habits that I partake in. So it'd just be it put massive strain on my heart, and I don't want to have a heart attack or have a premature death. So I might be a hypochondriac as well. Just going to have a little bit of cardiac arrest and just a little bit of seizures. Tell God it's okay. When it's my time, it's my time. But if it's something that can be prevented or even premature, it's then it's not my time. Just the premature death is what scares me, and also dying. That part really sucks as well. I'm assuming. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I'd rather not. But I don't want to spend my entire life being worried about it either. Having to let go of all the thoughts and memories and who I am and who I am going to be, and the possibility of what if it could have been different, and what. My family is what's my family going to think? What are they going to say? Who's going to blame me? And I won't remember anything. And I won't even know it existed. I've got friends on the other side who will help me out. The thing I don't like about the rain is what really makes me irritated is when you're warm outside, but it's soaking rain, and it's so cold that you can see your breath, but you feel warm and you're sweating. You feel the pinpricks. And yeah, that feels really irritating. It would just be perfect for growing fungus, just a dark, damp, wet, warm, moist area all up under your clothes. Makes you feel itchy, and when you get itchy, you get irritated. I live in a small confined space, so it's really hard to keep it clean in here. Just simple living is enough to make it dirty. I just have to walk back and forth maybe 3 times, maybe have a few groceries, and then all of a sudden it's all messy, and then I have to clean it up. I should make it a habit to clean it up at least once a week, but it's easy to let it go, because it feels like a storage area. It feels like you're camping outside when you're living in a space this small. and you track everything in. Now let's bring it back to Christmas time. One of my earliest memories as like a baby or a toddler or something, few of them were like Christmas time because my parents made it really awesome for me. I had that classic Christmas vibe. It was perfect because like all of the presents were stacked under the tree, and I woke up that morning and I was so excited, and I was like ripping everything off the presents, and it's like, it's like I had that mentality of like the bigger present is the better present. But we got everything we wanted, and like I remember Christmas shopping, but like my stepmom, or not my stepmom, but my dad's girlfriend at the time, she took us out, like, and was like, all right, point to everything you want, and I'll make sure that, quote unquote, Santa gets it for you. I was also very tired, and I kept yawning in the store, and she told me that if I didn't stop yawning, she'd put a fucking sock in my mouth. And I tried so hard not to yawn after that, and I told her that I can't help it, please don't put a sock in my mouth. And then she told me, and it's like, I'm not really going to do that, because I said that out loud, and you just don't say that to children, She was a nice lady, she comes from a very, very enclosed white milquetoast space, if you know what I'm saying. But back to the presents, I'm not sure what means brought those presents there, but it was huge. There was a lot of presents. And I also went into, like, I'm not sure if this was the same Christmas, but I reached into the stocking thing to, like, pull out the candy and whatnot, and, like, there was candy and everything, but, like, at the bottom there was, like, a piece of charcoal, and I was, like, very confused as to why, like, how this end up in the sock, And apparently it's because I was bad or something, or like I was there some point in time, like I misbehaved, and so I got some charcoal, but I still got the presents and everything, so I was very confused by it. And I remember all the other Christmases, and there was like I remember one, there was like we had like a little plastic Christmas pine tree, and another one we actually had a decorated boot instead of a Christmas tree. We were living in apartments, and we weren't doing so good at the time. And there were some points where we didn't even celebrate Christmas, because at some points in time I'd be living with my grandparents, and my grandparents are Jehovah's Witnesses, so that meant no holidays. I mean, they're not opposed to other people believing what they want to believe or anything like that. They just believe, they have firm beliefs, and like, don't give them too much crap for like having like their beliefs, and because to them it's very real and it's very true. So like who am I to judge them? But it's all in good reason, because it's actually kind of interesting that because people get stressed around the holidays. They have this deadline to meet, and things get hard, and people get really stressed, and like I've seen people fight over Thanksgiving turkeys. On the internet, of course, but what I'm talking about. Like people get upset because like they're running out of time, and it's this person's birthday and I have to get it now, even though I don't have any money. I have to scrounge up and borrow money. I have to buy that toy before someone else gets it. I have to be stupid Cupid on fucking Valentine's Day. And then they don't like Halloween for obvious reasons, because it's demons. You're worshiping demons. Don't let that shit into your house. They're not that strict, but they made it very clear that their stance on these types of things, and I can respect that. But of course I don't really celebrate Christmas or any of those things because I'm an adult. People just don't, like I don't have parents that just buy me things on holidays. Like I do have friends, and like I do have family that send like gifts every once in a while, and I'm forever grateful. But like it's just like it's a thought that counts. I'm not really too tied to it like I used to be, obviously. And I'm probably gonna wrap this up, and I think I have like other things I like on Christmas, but like there's a lot of other things that happens, but I probably won't touch base on that now, and I'll probably do that next year. There's always next year. Oh yeah, and also on the first Christmas, I remember I woke up the next morning and there was Madagascar, And Cookie Crisps. I remember the Cookie Crisps cereal. They were delicious. I will now sing a inappropriate parody of Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, balls and cock. Drinking the wine and the cocaine's fine. Pole dancing and fapping while people stare. In the smoke-filled air. It's a high time, it's a good time. Plow the night away. Blue balls time, it's a swell time. To be horny for the pussy you slay. Giddy up on that ass. And I forgot how the rest of the song goes. So it's been a long. I know how the song goes. It's just I'll finish the parody later. But yeah, that's a sample of what I can parody. It's kind of immature. I'll admit it's very immature, and it's like I can be a little bit more creative than that. I can be a poet. I just need to read more books. But most people wouldn't have even made it to this part of the video, so I'm just going to keep it in there. But yeah, if you enjoy this, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, and also leave a like and a dislike if you dislike, and I'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas.